Hey, howdy, folks. This is Wolf in 4966. I'm still getting used to the orientation on this, man. Yeah. Looks like it's kind of doing a profile on me. I don't know if it's where I got my head turned. But anyways, we're talking about a Filipino family. Filipinos family. However you want to describe it. And the dealio on that is you come into family and you're American. Their expectations are that you can take care of their daughter. You can take care of yourself. You can take care of their daughter, and you can take care of the family. In some cases, though, it gets where I guess you could call it spoiled. You know, hints thrown out, and you respond to it and say, "Well, yeah, hey, why not?" But sometimes it gets to the point where there's a little spoiling going on, you know, and you show them your house. They stay in your house for a little bit and then go back to their humble abode, and things just don't look right. Which, in my case, I've seen their house. It's falling apart, folks. They need a new house. We're gonna have to. It's gonna take a lot of work. Renew the old house. I'm not sure how they're gonna do it, but my wife would like to have it done and done now. And all I can say is Rome wasn't built in one day, as my daddy used to say. Rome wasn't built in one day, man. It took time. My dad never really had his own house, more or less a say. I guess nobody really does. Someone owns it, the banks, most likely. Until you get it paid off, you think it's your house. Oh yeah, it's your house until you don't pay your taxes. So you see where I'm coming from. So in America, a lot of people go, "Oh wow, you own houses. You guys are rich. You own those big houses and all that." That don't come easy, man. Even a humble house doesn't come easy, man. You got to work your ass off for it, man. You got to work your ass off, and then on top of that, you're upkeeping the maintenance, Which I noticed a lot of houses. It's like in the Philippines, you have to knock it down and build new, a nipa hut, and average price of a simple humble house there. You might get a 2-bedroom. Probably cost you 10,000 USD to build. But see, that's without a high standard, a high American standard. You've got guys that are working $10 a day, and you got to kind of account for, that might account for, inexperience or quality, So you got to be patient with that, And I know a lot of people that go into it and like, oh, it's going to be perfect because I'm gonna do like James did. Love you, James, but you had the money to do that. I didn't. I got accepted quality I get for $8,000, and the only reason why it's that cheap is because it's a house being built on family land that's been owned for 6, 7, 8 generations, going back to when the Spanish You know, when they finally reclaimed their land from the Spanish, that's when everybody was able to have their own piece of the pie, you know, and own their own land, not work the land for slave traders, you know, and gold diggers, gold finders. That's where gold digger comes from, by the way, y'all, because that's what the Spanish were all about. They're trying to get all the gold they could for the queen. Hoorah. Hoop-de-do. Anyways, whatever you want to say. That's history. I've always been a history buff. You ask me something, I usually know something about history, and I've had a lot of people fact check me on a lot of things. But you can fact check me. But I've always been a science, history, engineering kind of guy, you know, mechanical, you know. To me, a lot of people don't enjoy to work on cars, or you know, even if they're doing it professionally, and I kind of like it. It's kind of like I treat it as a hobby, you know. Maybe that's why I do good work. I mean, and a lot of people are surprised. They don't think because I'm not out here working on my car all the time. I'm deemed a person that doesn't know anything about cars. No, I don't do it if I'm in the burnout stage, you know. I did it my whole career in the Army, you know, next to all the hoorah stuff, man. Jumping out of perfectly good airplanes, and, you know, we used to have a joke. So you're an airborne mechanic, huh? So what they do is they drop all the equipment out, and then you got to parachute down and fix it before it hits the ground. Now you used to chuckle, go, I like that, man. They thought they were being funny. I said, hey, I like that. I'm going to use that, man. And I did, man. I loved it. I forget who told me that, but it was, well, it was something that made me think of that joke, at least. Making it into a joke, at least. But this is my new phone. The camera. The Galaxy 10, all I had to do is sign up for an expensive freaking service. I still pay. I got to pay for the phone. It just goes into my phone pay, my service payments, I guess. Ain't no such thing as free, man. That includes women, cars, property, food. No such thing as free. No such thing as free. It all costs you some way or some other, and in the end, that includes Filipinos. Oh, just keep going around and doing what you're doing and think everything's for free, and yeah, be a sexpat. You think it's free. Oh, it might seem free now. You know, wait till you got the family chasing you. Woo! Wouldn't want to be you, buddy. Bolo's flying. You know what bolo is like? A machete. Machete's flying, man. It's like you're in Shreveport, Louisiana, in the swamp. Run, Forrest, run. Anyways, man, I decided to have a little fun with y'all, man, and on a serious side too, you know. Be good to others, and be good to yourself, and you can come out semi-happy. I say semi-happy because everybody works different, you know. You just got to be, okay, you're a dickhead. All right, man. Have a good day. Right. Positive attitude, man. I mean, you're thinking you're a dickhead, have a nice day, but you're saying, hey, man, you know, I understand what you're saying, man. Have a good one, man. Anyways, man, thanks for the compliment, BT, man. I want to see how this goes. I'm doing something a little different. on this. Wish I had the 3-4 camera angle thing that you have, but this phone will do her. This phone will do her. Okay. I love you all. Bye.